The brothers, they held each other tight. Menachem was only 15 years old when he arrived in Auschwitz with his brother Wolf. They came from the labor camp where they had spent 2 years together. And now they entered Auschwitz together. And they wanted to stay together, and they stayed close. They wanted to not be separated and help each other. And their numbers tattooed showed that. Menachem was 144450, and Wolf was 14451. And they entered for slave labor in the same barracks together. And Menachem had hard work. He said the early arrivals, they got the hardest work. He carried cables, heavy cables over his shoulder. After you were there longer, your assignments could get a little better. You could get a little bit better situated. And he did, because Menachem was there for 3 years with his brother. Until one day, Menachem woke up in the barracks and his brother wasn't there. "Where's my brother Wolf?" he asked. "Where is he?" And they said, "Your brother got sick and was taken to the Krachenbau, the barrack hospital." Well, Menachem was worried, but he didn't know what to do. He had to go to work because if you didn't show up, you could be hung, you could be killed. Anything could happen. So he went to work and he worked hard that day. And when he finished, he went looking for his brother and he found him. And his brother was so pitiful, just lying there. No food. They were leaving him to starve. And his brother said, "Menachem, please, please, bring me some food. They're starving us here." And so Menachem did. Every day he brought his food and shared it with Wolf. Until one day he showed up at the barrack hospital and Wolf was not there. "Where is my brother?" he said. "Where is he?" And they told him there was a selection last night and Wolf was taken. Selection? Taken? That meant my brother was no more, he thought to himself. My brother is gone. Menachem was alone. And alone he stayed for the rest of his time in Auschwitz until he was liberated and survived. And he ended up going to Israel, where they had a sister who had married an Israeli before the war. And it was only many years later that Menachem learned that his brother was actually alive and in the United States with his wife. And it was 15 years from the day they last saw each other that the brothers were reunited when Wolf went to Israel. And the brothers, they held each other tight.